Day in and day out, your publicly owned Imperial Irrigation District proudly delivers low-cost, reliable energy service to its customers in the Imperial and Coachella Valleys. When compared to other power providers, IID's residential, commercial, and governmental customers all save up to 50% on their monthly energy bills. That's because IID is committed to more than just delivering power. IID is committed to you. IID, where customers always come first.
Fled, and they left behind a live duck. Yeah, it's not known why they had a duck with them. Yeah, well, I suppose this is where I do a joke about how the police are trying to quack the case. Yeah, police say the duck refused to give information about the robbers. Yeah, he said, I'm a duck, not a stool pigeon. Yeah, moving right along. Yeah, scientists are still baffled by those mysterious radio signals coming from outer space. Yeah, but hey, there is a very simple explanation. Everybody on Earth has a podcast. It's time for a space alien to get one too. Yeah, I think that's only appropriate. We celebrate the day today. There's all sorts of things to celebrate. Well, like we're 2 days away from the opening of the California Midwinter Fair and Fiesta. It's also Pistachio Day. I like pistachios. It's also Pink Day for bullying awareness. So there you go. And continuing with our Crime Watch theme, in Mesa, Arizona, a man got drunk and stole a Kawasaki motorcycle. Yeah, he told police he was celebrating 4 months of sobriety. Okay. Yeah, but now he could have stolen a Harley, you understand. But he was saving that for his 6-month sobriety celebration. Yeah, I've been sober 4 months. I think I'm going to celebrate, have a couple of drinks, and steal me a motorcycle. Yeah, that's the type of thing that, yeah, the guy's got a great future somewhere. Oh, boy. Anyway. Let's see, what can I tell you? It's birthdays today. We have some birthdays today. And we can celebrate. Let me see, whose birthdays do we have today? Let's see, game show host Tom Kennedy is 93. Paul Cotton, he plays guitar for Poco, he's 77. Actor-director Bill Duke, 77. Actress Marta Kristen, 75. Mitch Ryder, 75. No word on the Detroit Wheels. Jonathan Cain, keyboardist with Journey, 70. Singer Michael Bolton, 67. Actor Greg German is 62. Actor Mark Dacascos is 56. Actor Jennifer Grant, 54. Singer Erykah Badu is 49. Actor Maz Jobrani, 48. Actor Greg Reichert is 43. Actor Alex Hartman, 30. Actress Taylor Dooley is 27. So they would be our big shot birthdays, right? Okay, we can go with that. We've got local birthdays coming up.
It's 2020 and time for the California Midwinter Fair and Fiesta with the theme Farm to Ferris Wheel. Dates are February 28th to March 8th. 10 days of fun, food, thrilling rides, a demolition derby, monster trucks, motorcycle racing, junior livestock events, concerts, and auto racing, including the Slam Bang Heritage 500. Advanced discount tickets and family packs available now. Get excited. It's almost fair time. For pre-sale locations, go to ivyfairgrounds.com. ivyfairgrounds.com.
We can celebrate our KXO birthdays today. Happy birthday, Glenn Petrie, Buck Munoz, Patricia Mendez-Leon, Maria Ayala, Jim Tamayo, Renee Anaya, Todd Menville, Luis Escobedo, Rick Partridge, Ernest Kyle, Francisco Nava, George Laura, James Hernandez, Luis Nava, Mary Edney, Norma Villa, Ruben Arajo, Connie LaQuesta, and Joe Bustamante. Happy birthday from KXO. Yeah, and we celebrate with you. Happy birthday. Well, all sorts of other things going on. Yeah, a Friends reunion is in the works. It's a show. I never got into it. Didn't much care for it. Yeah. Anyway, the 6 stars will get $2.5 million each. And we understand the show will be unscripted. Okie dokie. Yeah, trying to get Hollywood actors to think for themselves. Yeah, great. Yeah, well, the 6 stars get $2.5 million each. The guy at Central Perk, yeah, George Gale told me his name is Gunther. Yeah, he gets $7.25 per hour. Double time if they film on the weekends. Yeah, go for it, okay? We've got news. Yes, we do. We've got to look at World and California news headlines. And it's brought to you by, here, friends, Bobby and Mary Locke, Locke Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. They are your year-round comfort specialists.
CBS News special report. Black leaders in South Carolina are beginning to line up after the debate in Charleston.
I know Joe. We know Joe. But most importantly, Joe knows us.
Joe Biden getting a much-needed endorsement from Jim Clyburn, top-ranking African-American in Congress this morning. Biden is vying to maintain support as frontrunner Bernie Sanders and billionaire Tom Steyer make inroads in the state.
If you send me out of South Carolina with a victory, there will be no stopping us.
Chief Washington correspondent Major Garrett.
This is not the place the Biden campaign wanted to find itself in South Carolina. This is as close to a desperate situation for a vice president to be in. And Firewall doesn't even begin to describe how tough the situation is for Vice President Biden.
South Carolina's primary is this Saturday. CBS News special report. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
No matter how cold it is outside, you can keep warm and toasty inside with a quality-built, super-efficient York furnace. Affordable, quiet, and reliable, you can count on a furnace from York because it's backed by the strongest warranties available. It's just another way we install confidence. Call Locke Air Conditioning, your local York dealer, at 760-353-4501 to learn how you can move up to a new level of comfort and efficiency this season. That's 353-4501. Contractor license 696216.
California headline news. San Francisco's mayor declares a local state of emergency because of the coronavirus. No confirmed cases there, but she says the declaration frees up needed tools.
Mobilizing our city resources, streamlining staffing, coordinating agencies across the city, allowing for future reimbursements by the state and federal government.
Mayor London Breed says health officials think it's a matter of time before the virus reaches their city and they want to be prepared. Bob Iger stepping down as CEO for the Disney company, replaced by Bob Chapek, previously chairman of Disney Park Experiences and Products. Iger staying on with the company as executive chairman through the end of next year.
I'm just as committed to the company, just with a different title and a different role. But more than anything, I'm committed to a successful succession process and a successful transition.
Iger took over as CEO from Michael Eisner in 2005. PG&E's CEO assuring that the utility company's safety concerns are being handled. Bill Johnson spoke to regulators yesterday. Jeff Scott, California News.
World and California news headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning. Right now is the best time to replace your air conditioner. Yeah, remember you barely made it through last summer? Replace it now before it gets hot. And when they're not quite as busy at Lock Air Conditioning, you're going to save money. You're going to be ready for summer.
Happening across the nation right now. ADP is helping Party City stores streamline recruiting. Music houses like Squeaky Clean Studios are demoing tracks while ADP helps keep business on track. And ADP helps a small Mexican restaurant keep up with compliance demands. When ADP helps businesses achieve what they're working for, that's newsworthy. HR talent, time, benefits, and payroll. Informed by data and designed for people. Learn more at design.adp.com.
Progressive presents Get Pumped. Inspiration to help you do insurance stuff.
Hey, are you just going to stand there and let people not give you credit for being a good driver? You deserve discounts on car insurance, and that's what Snapshot from Progressive is for. So why aren't you signing up? You need music to get pumped? Hit it! Drum solo! Ow, that hurts my fingers.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Snapshot not available in California, North Carolina, or from all agents.
It's page one of the local news. Page one is a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They have 2 locations in the valley. In El Centro on Imperial Avenue, right next to Food for Less. In the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive. Well, the U.S. Navy Flight Demonstration Squadron, the Blue Angels, have some guests at NAF El Centro. At least they will be arriving today. The U.S. Air Force Air Demonstration Squadron, the Thunderbirds. The Thunderbirds and the Blue Angels will conduct an information exchange on board NAF El Centro. The 2 elite groups will get together today through the 29th to share best practices and lessons learned prior to both teams beginning their 2020 show seasons. By the way, 2020 is the Thunderbirds' 67th year representing the U.S. Air Force, while the Blue Angels have represented the U.S. Navy since 1946. The Hidalgo Society held an officer installation. George Gale has more.
The major event was held recently in Brawley. Master of Ceremonies was Gil Rebollat. The keynote speaker was Brawley Mayor Norma Castner Jauregui. Music for the event was provided by Los Continentales. Honorable Aaron Bermudez conducted the oath administration. Hidalgo Society President Esther A. Sanchez Banda delivered her annual address. Officers taking the oath for 2020, like Fernando Mata for Vice President, Genevieve Gutierrez, Secretary, and Sandra Reyes, Treasurer. 2020 board members are Manuel Gutierrez, Paul Herrera, Claudia Valadez, Stanley Walker, and Tanya M. Herrera. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
KXO News time is 7:42. It's Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 2 locations in the valley on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less in El Centro and in the Brawley Auto Plaza, Highway 86 and Julia Drive. Quick Lane services all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. They're open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. till 6 p.m., Saturdays 8 a.m. till 5 p.m. And Quick Lane has the best prices on name brand tires, guaranteed. Just ask your Quick Lane advisor for details. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. Well, a vehicle ran into a house in Yuma. It occurred at 6 o'clock yesterday morning. A Toyota Sienna traveling westbound on 14th Street. The driver failed to negotiate a curve, and the vehicle collided with a house. The house occupied by 2 adults and 2 juveniles. They were not injured, but the house sustained structural damage as a result of the collision. The accident remains under investigation. The driver of the Sienna was cited for not paying attention to where he was going. Yesterday afternoon, Imperial County Fire Department Station 8 responded to reports of a brush fire in the Squaw Lake area. Engine 8 personnel activated a second alarm and then followed with a third alarm for structure protection. High winds along the river contributed to the spread of the fire. A deported sex offender rearrested. George Gale has more.
He was found trying to re-enter the country. Happened this past weekend. Border Patrol agents found 3 individuals about a mile north of the U.S.-Mexico international boundary. All 3 were found to be in U.S. Illegally. They were taken to a nearby Border Patrol station for processing. Records check determined one of the men, a 37-year-old, had a 2006 conviction for lewd and lascivious acts with a child under 14 in California. He had been sentenced to a year in jail, subsequently deported back to Mexico. Man was arrested and turned over to Homeland Security to face federal charges for illegal re-entry after deportation. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
That's it. Page 1 of the local news is history. It's been a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in El Centro on Imperial Avenue, right next to Food for Less in Brawley. In the Brawley Auto Center, that's at Highway 86 in Julia Drive. By the way, Quick Lane services all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. Are you looking for something special? Then I suggest the Peanut Patch in Yuma. Leave an impression with a gift from the Peanut Patch. The Peanut Patch in Yuma has some great ideas. How about fudge? Yeah, 80+ different handmade, melt-in-your-mouth flavors of fudge. They've got colossal dates. Yeah, they've got raw, salted, roasted, blanched, in the shell, out of the shell peanuts. All at the Peanut Patch. Or how about delicious, single-ingredient peanut butter? It's peanuts. That's it. Nothing added, nothing needed. The Peanut Patch in Yuma. Visit. They're open Monday through Saturday, closed on Sundays. They have tours free every Tuesday and Friday at 10 a.m. Visit the Peanut Patch. Something very special. Page 2 of the local news and weather, all brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for life insurance, health insurance, or retirement planning, or just to say hi. The IID Division 4 candidates met last night in Kxo for a final in a series of debates presented by the Imperial Valley Vegetable Growers Association and CoLab. The debate was recorded. It's available on the KXO YouTube channel and also on our website as a podcast, kxoradio.com. That's the IID Division 4 candidates debate held last night. The County Public Works Department says Davis Road is closed between Knopfsinger Road and Beach Road for approximately 2 weeks. The road closed to repair a bridge damaged from undermining. It's Coffee with a Cop. George Gale has more.
It happens tomorrow in Kxo. Coffee with a Cop is a national event designed to allow the community to get to know its local police officers. The Kxo event this year will be held at the Commandant Memorial Library beginning at 5:30 p.m. and running until 8 p.m., maybe a little longer. New officers as well as seasoned officers will be on hand to meet the public and address their concerns. Any and all questions are encouraged. Coffee will be provided by Starbucks. Children are welcome to meet the officers. A play area will also be available to allow parents time to meet with the officers. The event is absolutely free. Again, Thursday at Commandant Memorial Library. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
And just to give you a heads up, and, the fair starts Friday, okay? And speaking of heads up, look to the sky later this morning, and you may see the U.S. Air Force Thunderbirds arriving at NAFL Centro.
David H. West Insurance has been helping residents in Imperial Valley for many years with their insurance needs. David, Jose, and staff are trained professionals who can help you make the right decision with your insurance coverage, from health, Medicare, and most importantly, a life insurance plan. How much life insurance do you need and what's your monthly cost? We'll call David H. West Insurance today to make an appointment and get a free quote on a life insurance plan that's right for you and your family at 760-352-3411. That's 352-3411.
The National Weather Service says dry conditions will prevail through the rest of the week and into the weekend. There will be some breezy conditions again this afternoon and increasing clouds on Friday. Temperatures will be slightly below normal again today and then warming to above normal the next few days, with the Imperial and Yuma valleys reaching or exceeding 80 degrees Friday and Saturday. A storm system early next week will bring cooler temperatures and a slight chance for precipitation. Yesterday's high, 80 degrees. The low, 45. Sunny today with a high near 73. West wind about 5 miles an hour, then becoming north-northeast. Clear tonight with a low around 46. West wind about 5 miles an hour. Thursday, sunny with a high near 80. Light wind. We have 47 degrees downtown, 46% relative humidity, wind out of the west at 327 miles an hour. And according to the Weather Service, just a very slight chance of some showers on Sunday and into Monday. Well, slight chance. Your border wait, it's an hour downtown, no waiting sentry, 20 minutes pedestrian, 40 minutes at the Eastport, 10 minutes entry, 45 minutes ready lane, 45 minutes at Andrade. Page 2 of the local news and the weather. Brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for health insurance plans and Medicare supplemental coverage. David H. West Insurance Services.
Dad, they're hungry.
Siri, restaurants nearby.
Here are some options.
I want some chipotle fries.
And I want an Imperial thick burger.
But I want a salad.
Okay, I just want a juicy burger and an ice cold beer. And I don't want to miss the game.
Everyone quiet, please. I have the place. Burgers and beer. Great food. Ice cold beer, and you can watch your favorite game.
Burgers and beer has something delicious for everyone. Burgers and beer. The best burgers in town.
You're welcome.
It's sports time, brought to you by the Imperial Hardware Company stores, Raleigh, El Centro, and Hopewell. They're the do-it centers, where you find what you need when you need it. NBA action last night. The Pacers pounded the Hornets 119-80. The Bucks beat up on the Raptors 108-97. Thunder, they edged the Bulls 124-122. Nuggets 115, Pistons 98. Celtics over the Trailblazers 118-106. And the Lakers rolled. They beat the Pelicans 118-109. While the Kings scored big on the Warriors 112-94. And speaking of basketball, the San Diego State Aztecs, after trailing late in the game, did come back. They beat Colorado State. The Aztecs finishing up their regular season at 27-1, and that is good for a number 5 ranking in the AP and the coaches poll.
Planning a home improvement project? Let your friends at Imperial Hardware Company lend a hand. Our do-it centers provide the sweet spot between convenience and selection, combining the value and variety of a big box with the ease of visiting a neighborhood market. Our helpful and courteous staff will get you outfitted for any task in no time. Imperial Hardware Company is locally owned and family operated, proudly serving this community for over a century. We carry only the best products and top name brands. Visit us in Brawley, El Centro, and Holtfield to find what you need when you need it. Get it done with a little help from Imperial Hardware Company. Plumbing emergency? Clogs, leaks, and breaks are never planned. We stock a giant selection of fixtures and fittings to help solve your problem.
Well, the NFL moved closer to labor peace for another 10 years. Player representatives voted to send a new deal already approved by the owners. It includes a 17-game season. Yeah, and wild and wacky playoff. Everybody makes it into the playoffs, kind of like the NBA. Yes. And meanwhile, speaking of the NFL, Tua Tagovailoa received overwhelmingly positive reports on his surgically repaired hip from all the teams that examined him. And the Baltimore Ravens are open to trading tight end Hayden Hurst. The reports are that the New England Patriots and the Jacksonville Jaguars are exploring pre-draft deals for Hurst, who wants the opportunity to catch more passes. Throw me the ball. I'm open. Throw me the ball. Yeah. Okay. That's it for Sports Time. Brought to you by the Imperial Hardware Company Do It Centers, Holtville, Brawley, and El Centro. Get it done with a little help from the Imperial Hardware Company.
Since 1901, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has provided the finest printing and copying services from start to finish. When you choose Imperial Printers Rocket Copy, you can feel confident in our expertise and personal attention to your project. We have a team of professional graphic designers ready to take your ideas and make them a reality. From promotional merchandise, full-color brochures, blueprints, and high-speed copies to business forms and everything else in between, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers dependable and affordable quality printing. Thank you for choosing locally owned and operated Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. We have convenient locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley.
Financial news and weather is brought to you by Styles and Smiles with complete salon services. You can call for an appointment or you can walk in. It's okay. Styles and Smiles on Imperial Avenue right by Cardenas Market in El Centro. U.S. stocks opened higher today as investors look for a respite from a selling stampede that sent equities sharply lower over the past 4 days amid rising worries about the economic impact of the spread of the coronavirus. The Dow Jones Industrial Average up 161 points, the S&P 500 up 16, and NASDAQ up 64 points, all on early trading. Equities recovered some of the ground lost yesterday. Meanwhile, Dow component Walt Disney Company saw shares slide after the entertainment giant late yesterday announced that Chief Executive Robert Iger was stepping aside. Bob Chapek, who has served as chairman of Disney Parks, Experiences and Products, will succeed Iger. And Wendy's fell after it matched profit expectations for the fourth quarter, but delivered guidance that fell slightly short of estimates. Lowe's company shares could be in focus after the home improvement retailer swung to a fiscal fourth quarter profit that topped expectations.
It's a new year, and Styles and Smiles want you to look your best. But first, you need to make an appointment by calling 760-960-2382. That's 960-2382. Now, Styles and Smiles is a complete salon specializing hair, nails, cosmetics, and if it's time for a change, let Styles and Smiles transform your ordinary into extraordinary with their expert stylists. Bring the whole family because they do it all. Call now and make an appointment at 760-960-2382. 960-2382. That's 960-2382. Styles and Smiles, located by Cardenas Market in El Centro.
We'll have sunny skies today with a high near 73. West wind about 5 miles an hour, then turning out of the north-northeast. Clear tonight with a low around 46. West wind about 5 miles an hour. Thursday will be sunny with a high near 80. Light winds. 49 degrees downtown, 46% relative humidity. Financial news and a brief look at weather brought to you by Styles and Smiles, here to help you look your best. Styles and Smiles on Imperial Avenue by Cardenas Market in El Centro.
Built Ford Tough means built to last. That's why Ford F-Series are the best-selling trucks in America, and they have been for 43 years straight. It's not hard to see why. Ford F-150 has best-in-class payload, tons of smart tech, and a truckload of other claims to fame. Drive it like a Ford. Drive it today. Drive it home. Now get F-150 with 0% financing for 72 months. That's no interest for 6 years on the legendary F-150. Only at your Imperial Valley Ford dealers. Learn more at buyfordnow.com. Based on 1977 to 2019 calendar year total sales, max payload on F-150 XL regular cab 8-foot box 5.0 liter 4x2 heavy-duty payload package. Classes full-size pickups under 8,500 pounds GVWR. See label on door jamb for carrying capacity of the specific vehicle. Not all buyers will qualify for Ford credit financing. 0 for 72 months at $13.89 per month per thousand finance regardless of down payment. Excludes Raptor. Offer ends 3/31/2020. See dealer for qualifications and complete details.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro on AM 1230. KXO.
CBS News brought to you by the Imperial Valley Food Bank.
This is CBS News on the Hour, presented by Capital One Bank.
I'm Steve Kathan. President Trump has blasted Democrats and the media over the coronavirus in tweets this morning. He'll have more to say about it later today after a briefing with health officials. The top Senate Democrat, Chuck Schumer, proposes an $8.5 billion spending plan to deal with the virus and its impact, more than what the White House has offered. On Capitol Hill, Connecticut Democrat Rosa DeLauro.
We are dealing with the likelihood of a global pandemic.
Health Secretary Alex Azar.
From a public health perspective, we technically are in a state of containment in the United States. We have had 14 domestically identified cases here from non-repatriation.
The CDC's Ann Schuchat tells CBS this morning there is likely to be an outbreak in this country, given what's happened in Europe and the Middle East.
One of the things we're doing is increasing what we call community surveillance so that we can find cases earlier, so that we understand whether there already is virus circulating that's been undetected.
The State Department says Americans should use caution in Italy as the outbreak widens there. 3 days before the South Carolina presidential primary, Joe Biden's gotten a key endorsement from Jim Clyburn, the highest-ranking black member of Congress. Biden appeared with him this morning in North Charleston.
If you send me out of South Carolina with a victory, there will be no stopping us. We'll eliminate the fear so many have in this country of a second term of Donald Trump.
An Indiana man's accepted a plea deal in connection with the death of his toddler granddaughter last year on a cruise ship. She slipped from his hands while the ship was docked in Puerto Rico. CBS's David Begnaud says Salvatore Anello will plead guilty to negligent homicide.
He was offered a plea deal that will spare him from going to jail. He will not have to admit to any of the facts in the case as alleged by prosecutors. And he is expected to get probation. We're told he will serve that in Indiana, where he lives.
A Michigan woman's been charged with attempted murder after telling authorities she cut tubes and turned off her 78-year-old mother's ventilator because she couldn't watch her in pain at a medical facility. Staff turned the equipment back on, and the woman survived. Now to Scotland, where Prince Harry gave a talk about sustainable tourism, but made something very clear to organizers ahead of time.
We are all just to call him Harry. So ladies and gentlemen, please give a big, warm Scottish welcome to Harry.
Harry and wife Meghan will walk away from most royal duties by the end of next month. Wall Street right now, the Dow is up 351 points. The NASDAQ is up 144. This is CBS News.
Why settle for average? With Capital One, you can open an account with a savings rate 5 times the national average. Welcome to Banking Reimagined. What's in your wallet? Capital One N.A., member FDIC.
When was the last time you read the Constitution? Specifically Article 1, Section 2. The Founding Fathers thought it was critical to count the population every 10 years so that congressional representation would be based on facts And it also helps inform how billions in funding are spent every year. The census is our opportunity to be heard. And if you think about it, our civic duty.
Shape your future. Start here. Learn more at 2020census.gov. Paid for by U.S. Census Bureau.
Let's say you just bought a house. Bad news is, you're one step closer to becoming your parents, which means you're going to start telling your kids to clean up before the cleaning lady comes. Doesn't make sense, but you're the parent and they're the kids. You're going to start telling them that now, too. Good news is, it's easy to bundle home and auto through Progressive and save on your car insurance. And there's your opening to remind them who pays the bills around here. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Discount not available in all states or situations.
A 42-year-old woman's under arrest in Florida in a bizarre murder case involving her boyfriend.
The arrest report says the woman claims they'd been drinking and playing hide and seek. She zipped the boyfriend into a suitcase and passed out, only to find him in there and dead when she woke up. She gave deputies permission to check out her cell phone. They found video of the man yelling that he couldn't breathe, the woman laughing and saying, "Well, that's what you do when you choke me, and that's what I feel like when you cheat on me." Investigators say the video shows the man pushing hard, trying to escape. The woman has now been charged with second-degree murder. Peter King, CBS News, Orlando.
NFL players will get to vote on a new collective bargaining agreement with the league. A board of player reps moved to send it on to the full membership. At 32, Maria Sharapova is retiring from tennis. She's battled injuries since returning from a 2017 drug suspension. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
Credit Karma can help you make financial progress by giving you free scores, reports, and monitoring. But Credit Karma does not give you the love that only a mother can. It's just an app.
I miss my mom.
But you can use Credit Karma to help you improve your credit. But it cannot solve the eternal questions surrounding the human condition.
Oh, come on, I need answers.
But signing up is free. No credit card needed. Just download the Credit Karma app now.
Oh, there's my answer.
Credit Karma. Here's to progress.
Balance of Nature's fruits and veggies.
It just really gave me a sense of well-being, a little bit more energy. You can't really pinpoint it because it's not a fake, caffeinated energy. You could feel the good foods coursing through you. I can just feel such a good difference in just my everyday feeling, waking up, sleeping better, the whole thing. So far, so good.
Right now, Balance of Nature is offering 35% off on any new preferred order. Go to balanceofnature.com and use discount code FRUITS.
No child in Imperial County should go hungry. This is Jean Oswald for the Imperial Valley Food Bank. Living in a food-insecure home makes it difficult for children to perform efficiently in school and to face the challenges of being a child. I urge you to help these kids. Donate to the Food Bank's Backpack Program. Recipients are children who rely on school meals and risk going hungry on weekends when they're away from school. The Ivy Food Bank Backpack Program. Donate online at ivyfoodbank.org.
CBS News presented by the Imperial Valley Food Bank, fighting hunger in Imperial County since 1991. Become a hunger warrior. Contact the Imperial Valley Food Bank.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio with Carroll Buckley.
Classic case of neurotic narcissism and a first-class smarty pants.
AM 1230 KXO.
Styles and Smiles wants you to look your best. But first, you need to make an appointment by calling 760-960-2382. That's 960-2382. Now, Styles and Smiles is a complete salon specializing hair, nails, cosmetics. And if it's time for a change, let Styles and Smiles transform your ordinary into extraordinary with their expert stylists. Bring the whole family because they do it all. Call now and make an appointment at 760-960-2382. That's 960-2382. Styles and Smiles, located by Cardenas Market in El Centro.
This is an ugly candy bar, Peter Paul's almond cluster. It bulges from the way they stuff those almonds and crunchy stuff inside. It's so ugly, in fact, we're not going to show it to you. But don't go away, we're going to show you something. Isn't that something? Believe me, it's better than looking at our candy bar. Funny thing, ugly as it is, almond cluster tastes just beautiful. Why people who make such a crunchy, chocolatey candy can't fix the way it looks? I don't know, maybe we should be on the radio or something, skywriting.